Welcome everybody to VAIL VRML Season 1, Week 6. My name is Nightfire with 2 E's, and I am your sole conductor into today's journey of the pretty top-tier VAIL ecosystem. We've had 6 weeks of VAIL regular season gameplay go on so far this season, undocumented. And we're now finally going to be jumping into, well, at least for me, my first match, and it's going to be between 2 teams that are super high on the regular season ladder. 8 Basils coming in at 3rd, Vanguard Ruby coming in at 8th on the NA ladder. 2 teams that you're going to see play VAIL very good. They understand these maps, they understand how to play this game competitively, and I'm really excited for this to be my first sort of foray into spectating and watching VAIL, to have 2 teams that are ultimately very good at the game come out the gate. It's going to be super fun and exciting, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I've got my notes here about the scanners and artifact sites, and I'm looking, and again, excited about this matchup in particular, as we do look at that matchup history. 8 Basils coming in with 4 wins and only 1 loss so far this season. Vanguard trying to go 5-2 and push Basils to 5-2. Vanguard would likely go up to maybe 5th overall, 4th overall off of a win tonight, so it is a big match for Vanguard if they want to be climbing that regular season ladder, and you want to be climbing that regular season ladder because, quite frankly, there is over a $10,000 in cash and hardware prize pool right now. Our biggest prize pool in cash of $10,000 coming in from the VAIL devs. We really do appreciate AX Lab for them contributing in to this season and that prize pool, and flying out the 1st and 2nd place North American champions to play live on stage at VRML Con this year, July 20th and 21st. You can get tickets right now by going to vrml.com/VRMLCon, where we have 4 regular season finals playing out live on stage. It's going to be an incredible weekend. Boosts, sale, merch, exclusive merch. You can only get there. You're going to want to be at VRMLCon, so do be sure to get your tickets. That's enough of me rambling, I think. It does look like both of these teams are in lobby and ready to go. I do have some Yes, we do have 10 in lobby. We are ready to go. I can't join to see who the active roster is just yet. But we should be getting into the start of this first map shortly, and then I should be able to join. And again, my first time jumping into a live Artifact match, so do bear with us as I deal with any technical elements on my side. But once both teams are ready, we should be diving in again to our first series this afternoon. If you're new to the game of VAIL, it's much like any other sort of standard search and destroy shooter. Both teams trying to push to an artifact, an objective, and plant the bomb or scanner, where you'll then have the other team trying to defend the artifacts and interrupt that scanner. So I think we are starting here, so let me do my thing. And it does look like I'm in. And it looks like we are headed for our first map of the day on Miru. I cannot wait to get into this one. Already got nades and utility flying over to Artifact B. I need to do some audio adjustments. For you guys. Apologies. The nades getting thrown out here. A bombardment coming through, and B site definitely seems to be the stack here. I have to get my rosters right, as I do believe it's the correct rosters. Vanguard Gaming on the defense, as our opening exchange leaves us into a 2v3. Mad Dog firing over the top. The defender links trying to hold things down. Shots coming in from Skyla, and they'll connect. The last kill, a 1v1 to open things up for our first cast of the afternoon. And it's gonna go to Sinfield. Let me look at my rosters, make sure I have the teams right. And yes, I do. Vanguard taking the first point of the afternoon. A solid opener, no less. A 1v1 all the way down to the wire. And again, let me hone in my audio cues here on my side. There we go. And now we can do this. Okay. Everything's sorted on the audio side. Levels should be good. Almost an escape. Would have been my first rookie mistake of the afternoon, but there aren't going to be many of those on the casting front. There are not going to be a lot of those coming in from this team. Vanguard Gaming out the gate. The 1v1, a nade comes in. Doesn't catch anyone out on Vanguard. The guesswork coming in there, and Lynx is going to open things up for the first kill. Sinfield also over the top. Are they going to be ready, though, for the hold? The defense quick, able to fend off the backside. Mad Dog on the flank. Shuts down with a triple. A huge triple kill that puts this into a 2v2 as nades and utility come zipping in over the head towards Mad Dog. On the other side of the map, a bit of a firefight, but A seems to be the play. Mad Dog and Akari holding this thing down with Quick and Syfield pushing in, and down goes Syfield. Quick's alone, and it's a double kill for Mad Dog to lock in another win, this time for 8 Basils. A solid defensive round. When it's rifles in hand, the round does go to Basils. Now, team's starting to get warmed up, getting comfortable, and we're getting ready to dive into round 3. Our first map of the afternoon on Miru, if you're just tuning in. Update the scores, as we're 1-1, dead even. We'll go on board Vanguard, see what their push is going to look like here this afternoon, as Lynx and NKB are getting ready to breach in. Our first firefight that goes the way of Arrival, holding things down on that side alley towards it. That's B. Yep. And a lot of utility coming over. A nice toss over the top that isn't going to catch Arrival out, and Arrival will start to push forward. Could be devastating here, but ooh, a nice peek out from NKB turns into a trade, a 1-for-1. We rotate over to the rest of this firefight over towards B, and it does leave Quick alone as Akari goes down. Was that a... Yeah, kill to the center, swing out from Skyla. Will find the winning kill for 8 Basils, and they now go up 2-0 off of a tough early start. Oh yeah, there we go. I was wondering where's my face? We can show it every once in a while. I get used to all the bells and whistles we got over here. Start doing some replays. Almost hit escape again. Oh baby. We're good though, and we're into the action. Nice nade over the top. That's gonna go into the smoke, not catch anyone out. Another A site push seems to be the play here for Vanguard. And just guesswork coming in with a minute 40, the timing is everything, and this 8 Basil squad showing their map knowledge, their understanding of where possible pushes could be coming in, tossing those utility frags, those impact nades just coming in. So close to doing damage onto this squad, but not quite. The push does come into A site, the full court press coming in from Vanguard. A nice trio swing, the nades aren't going to do much, and they will have control. The scanner going to be going down, and it is down. It's now up to 8 Basils to interrupt this scanner. Limited time ticking, and a good defensive hold there. A nice pick up from NKB. Here comes the swing from Podbot. They'll find Lynx over the top, and they're looking for more. There is only one more with NKB alone on the defense, and they'll pick up one of 2 that they need to clutch up this round. 23 seconds left for defuse. And Skyla is going to have to push up here against NKB 11. Oh, and NKB peeks out to find the kill, and we're into a tie ball game, 2-2. Oh, wow. An exciting pace to this series today, but already 4 rounds down. Dead even. Back to it we go. Take a quick look at the KDs this afternoon. And then back into the series with NKB leading the charge here towards B site. Seems to be the play. Vanguard trying a bit of a switch from their lack of success over towards A, and the initial nades coming in should be indicator of a possible push, and you can see the counter utility getting thrown up over the top. Hickory's going to pop out and find the first frag. Arrival with the second. 2 defenders out. Or excuse me, no. Getting my colors mixed up. Vanguard just down to 2. Ikari having to hold things down. Able to scoop up Minotaur, looking for the final frag. And Lynx will go down to Skyla on the rotation towards B site. Good comms, resulting in a successful defensive hold from 8 Basils. I like the swing up the middle coming in there from, I think that was Lynx, to wrap up that round. And I mean, you are seeing, again, 2 teams that have a very good understanding of these maps, and you see every round 8 Basils throws into a 3-2 split because they don't know where Vanguard Gaming is going to initially put their push out. And I think what Vanguard hasn't been doing a lot of, at least yet in this series, is really any misdirection. You got 8 rounds before you swap sides in VAIL, but so to the point there's time to sort of reserve breaking out a strategy until later. Maybe is something we'll see here. An interesting defensive smoke thrown. I wonder the purpose there, maybe to just try to slow down Vanguard if they were going to consider trying to push up. Only a minute 17 left, so they are going to have to eventually make their swing. And where is the defense? Looks like it's Mad Dog set up on the outside with some utility, trying to hug some nades as more come down their way. They won't catch them out as the teammates' nades almost get them. And Mad Dog's holding a tight corner, catches one, goes down for their trouble, and another over the top. Everyone at A goes down to Ikari. Podbot holding from the back end, and 8 Basils scoop up a solid another defensive round hold. 4-2 on their defensive set. We're going into round 7 if you're just tuning in. Let's take a look at chat, see what everyone's saying. We have a nice group of folks tuning in for our first match, and I do appreciate everyone stopping by. Hit the sub button if you can. We do appreciate your support. We gotta jump over to the other side here. That's where the push is coming in from Lynx. Oh, getting fragged by a rival. The long-range nade catching them out. Gonna disrupt the initial A-site push. Smokes are here. Shots coming in over the top. A trade back and forth as Minotaur able to scoop up 1, but not before 3 of their teammates go down, and Akari will clean things up. Rotating over from B-site. Great teamwork from this 8 Basils defense so far today, and a huge nade there to open things up from a rival. I think Lynx was getting ready to charge forward over towards Artifact, but the long-range nade comes in, and 8 Basils pushing that lead up a little bit higher now. It is the defensive set, though, and we will swap sides after this round. And so I do wonder if that side swap's going to be sort of the key element for Vanguard when they go on their defensive half. We do get into our first bit of back and forth. This utility does come towards a rival. A nice smoke going to deny a rival and force them onto a rotation. Mad Dog catches Seinfeld. Seinfeld trying to swing onto the flank. Oh, and Akari swings for a double around the crates at B. A nade over the top. Pick up a third? No, but almost. And here comes the push up. Gets this disrupted a touch there as Minotaur shuts down a rival. Getting a little over-aggressive. And we go to the other side of the map here where another firefight's unfolding. That exchanges with a 1-for-1. Net positive for 8 Basils, and it comes down to Minotaur in the final round of the half to try and clutch up a 1v3. 1v1 to open up B site, but Akari says no. Pops out for their frag, and Vanguard's up 6-2. We go to a side swap, reset the economy, so we're into pistols to open things up, and we'll see. We'll see how Vanguard does on the defensive set. Do I need to swap teams? I do. There we go. The smoke wall 8 Basils have deployed to come barreling through, and Akari, a rival wanting to make their way in but having a tough time. As Akari scoops up 1, looks for more, can't get the double, gets punished by NKB11, and 8 Basils are down to 2. Lynx getting scooped up there, nice frag over the top from Mad Dog with a double there, but Mad Dog can't fend off the duo of Minotaur and NKB11 in round 9. Goes to 8 Basils, 3 away from locking in this first map of the 3-map series this afternoon. Or no, it goes to Vanguard, sorry. Excuse me. I got my teams confused there. Ooh, we have a vote going. Didn't see that. I'm gonna have to get my vote in. Pop over to where the action is. Oh, and a 1-for-1 there. Up through the center. There's the rest of 8 Basils. Get some utility out towards B. A nice smoke denying some vision. It goes a little bit too far, though. B doesn't cover exactly where they want, but it's enough as a rival comes flying in and B is in their control. Scanner's going to go down here, and 45 seconds of defense for 8 Basils. They've been doing good on defense so far, and Skylo's going to continue to play well here. They'll pick up 1. Lynx able to find a refrag. Finds the double, looking for the third here. As they drop down off the stairs, they can't find it, a rival. Fends off what could have been a triple and then a potential defuse. And 8 Basils find a offensive round once the rifles are in hand. This 8 Basils squad performing pretty dang well. Two away from taking our first map. And who knows, when we swap maps, we'll have to take a look at the match statistics, map statistics. Because there has been 8 weeks of regular season gameplay, so we do have some stats to kind of go off of between these two squads. NKB going to get aggressive on their initial defense rotation. I mean, notice the patience of 8 Basils here, not overextending early. Don't want to lose that first pick, as a 1-for-1 goes off over at A, and the real fight's going to be here at B site. Facility comes in, NKB swings for the fight, but doesn't catch anything through the smoke, and Arrival instead will do the damage. Smoke leaves an opportunity for Minotaur to work with. Very nice use of their enemy's smoke. Another kill coming in onto Skyla, and it leaves Podbot alone. And a 1v3, still pushing B site. A nice pickup there. Starts things for Pod. Low HP on Minotaur in particular, so Quick has an opportunity. A nice flash there. Will blind Minotaur, but Quick finds the nade over the top off of the flash, and 8 Basils aren't going down without a fight. 4 in their pocket on the defensive side. Or excuse me, Vanguard. I keep getting it mixed up. Not going down without a fight. I'm trying to train my brain on the... I need to adjust my colors in game, I think, but... Arrival and Podbot both opening up their A site push pretty nicely. As A is on the menu. A full kill round win coming in from 8 Basils, and I missed most of it because I got stuck in the corner there. But hey, we're learning some. I'm trying to improve every round on my side as well, just like these guys are trying to improve against their opponent every round. Is do it we go. Vanguard again trying to hold this thing down. As 8 Basils looking for one more offensive round to lock in the series. KB finds the first of 2, a nice double kill. There's one more to make it a triple. And after all the utility's been expended, it's a minute 20 of hitting your shots. NKB 11 again, finding that double. Hearing those footsteps, I believe, just on the other side, and wanting to rotate out for a little more. If they get too far out, they'll run into Podbot, and then eventually Skyla watching that longer angle. Oh, but the timing. They drop off at Podbot, pops up for a little peekaboo. And we'll catch a pretty important kill if they did want to push B, but I think A is where the rotation's going to be going, so... Well, maybe not. Podbot. A nice flash on the back of Psy there. And Psy completely blind. An opportunity for Pod to capitalize on, but instead, while he's distracted, the rest of his team's going down in a 1-for-2 trade. Pod needs to pull off a 1v3 to lock in this map win. And the scanner, the rotation, it goes down. Podbot is here to defend, not expecting Quick to still be into a late game corner. And it's going to be a defuse. Another point into the hands of Vanguard. A disrupt, I should say. 5-8. Not letting go of this one without a fight, as I'll update my first map scores there for you. If you are just tuning in, this is just map number 1 of this series between these two squads. In a best of 3, we could be done in 2 if the winner has anything to say about it in our next map, but we don't know who that's going to be quite yet. Basils want it, but they need one more offensive round, and well, there's been a couple of good appearances from the Vanguard defense. There's also been some very good moves coming forward from 8 Basils. That flash and headshot connects Nagari. Smoke coming in here is going to deny NKB any opportunity. And another beautiful flash. So much utility connecting as the entirety of Vanguard is trying to rotate over towards B site, but there's nowhere to rotate. A rival swings out for a double. NKB wants a piece, but only finds a slice as Lynx is alone and dead. And that is the round and the map into 8 Basils' hands, if I have my facts correct. Let me update the score here. Oh yeah, now I'm just here for the, okay, beautiful. Sorry, a little, peeling the onion a little bit there, but okay, replays are going to be coming out of me next map. I'm still getting the hang of things on this side. Hopefully everyone's enjoyed our first map of the afternoon as 8 Basils fought hard for a solid map 1 win. And we go straight in to map 2, taking us to Sunna. Our warm-up round ends, we get ready to dive back in. Vanguard starting on defense, 8 Basils starting on the attack, and coming off of a solid 5-9 map 1 victory. 8 Basils have a little bit of momentum on their side right now for this pistol set coming up here. Turn on outlines, turn on lasers, give you guys a little bit better picture, turn on name tags so we know who we're looking at. Oh, and look at this, a heavy B site push. Lots of utility, and a nice flash on the NKB, denying a slight bit of vision. As they vault up and over the top, another good flash, enabling a rival to get closer to B site, but here comes the counter utility. Scanner going down on B. A rival should get the plant, but not before Quick has anything to say about it. Sidefield swinging as well for the kill there as we do get into our first fight, and just like that, our only fight of the first round into Vanguard Gaming's hands it goes, off of a solid defensive hold. Got a nice comment from resident caster Chumbait saying things look good, and hopefully everybody at home's enjoying them. And I knew this layout reminded me of a certain map, but we're not even going to mention it. As a nice nade comes out over the top from Sidefield. There's not going to catch anyone. Another that's, I don't think, unfortunately didn't go where Minotaur was hoping to toss that one. They are holding down A site nicely. The push coming in eventually. Smoke over the top, and NKB holding things down from the top. Rifle in hand, and a nice impact just out there. A nice cook. NKB, a counter utility, a counter toss coming in as well. B site getting held down so well that I think the rotation is coming in. They're going to swing over towards A, and I think this is the first time I've seen 8 Basils rotate like this. With Mad Dog covering on the rotation too, they're able to deny Vanguard the ability to swing over to this A site. No one's here to defend, so the scanner should go down today. They're nervous about someone tucked in the back, but nobody is here. And there's the scan. KB gonna fight for the long hallway push as Quick rotates around to the side. They're both gonna find, obviously, defenders alive and well, as the entirety, four, I suppose, of 8 Basils are here to fight. Akari finds their kill. Skyla with theirs, and 8 Basils. Tying things up one apiece here on our first map, second map of the afternoon. And again, I appreciate everyone tuning in and hanging out and enjoying the action this afternoon. If you are just stopping in, maybe your first game, quite frankly, the first game that that we've had here on this channel, we do appreciate you for hanging out and enjoying the action. Please do subscribe for more. There is going to be a lot more coming out in the near future, so keep your eyes peeled. Not just me, but more casters also jumping in and putting out some casts, and we got to keep our eyes peeled on the action here. As I don't know that Probot knew that they hit that nade there. Podbot is going to end up instead fighting the Lynx. And kind of is pinched a little bit here. A nice nade there. Pushing Pod just a little bit back, but they'll swing out for revenge, catching Lynx out. Are they going to find the second? No, they won't. Well, they will with a trade as Quick goes down off of that, and we're into a 2v1. Quickly scooped up by Skyla to make it 8 Basils 2-1 lead. And if they lock in the second map, that's it for the series. And so to start things off, 2-1, certainly nice. But Sunna, so far, going the way of Basils on offense. Let's see how long that continues, as we do seem to see an A site push in store, or maybe a bit of a different B site push. Yeah, here comes the nade over the top. Doesn't quite go where they need to, but Akari's still confident in their push forward, and they'll fight. Quick there over the top. Quick's gonna look for more, and then they'll trade down for a 1-for-2. A great hold coming in from Quick. Podbot's now going to try their hand at pushing side, as they do have the 2v1 advantage, but they didn't even know NKB was here. Pops up for the third kill this round, and is looking for their third or fourth kill here, holding down site with just Skyla pushing up towards B. It is the right choice for this team to push B with the limited defense from Vanguard stacked here, and I guess it doesn't matter if you have 1, 2, or 3, or 4. NKB able to fend off the entirety of 8 Basils. And Vanguard tying things up 2-2. Much like map 1, not a very easy opening, but eventually 8 Basils started to separate themselves a little bit with the lead. So we'll see what they're able to do on offense. That was also with them on defense at the start of last map, so maybe a shift here. Could be what Vanguard need to get sort of a little bit of footing underneath them. And ooh, look at this heavy push coming in towards Minotaur. Finds a beautiful double kill. Continues to fend things off here at A site. Finds Mad Dog to make it a third. Skyla is again alone in a 1v3 this time, though very doable with their rifle in hand. And a very big swing here from Skyla. A minute left for Vanguard to work with. They're going to look for the long trade first, and they should have swung for the short one for the double and then gone long. They can't see through walls like I can, though, and Vanguard certainly set up nicely to fend off either approach, as they take a 3-2 lead. And some celebratory stabs into Minotaur's body for a job well done, as you do. And another heavy A-side push that worked well for them before, so I don't blame them on swinging A here. So fast Arrival is pushing up. Lynx is doing a great job of holding things down, though, and some good smokes come in to fend off the long angle, allowing Lynx to continue to push up. Skyla on the backside finds the refrag, and A-site is in 8 Basils' control. On the retake is NKB alone in a 1v3, another 1v3. But this time in favor of Basils with Scanner down and position known, and great teamwork from Ikari and Mad Dog there to hold things down. Really nice 1-2 punch on the peak. 3-3. 3-3 map 2. Round 7, 2 away from going into a pistol round and swapping sides. Pistol rounds have been going to Vanguard, I believe, as well, so far in this series. So if that continues, that's another valuable round into their hands as a little fight happens over at A, and this time the push coming in at B. 2 great smokes. Make it 3, denying vision from Skyla on the rotation to B. They're going to have to climb up, and Skyla is waiting for that push up from Sidefield, but doesn't catch the kill. Ikari catches the nade onto Sidefield, though, and should be able to plant the scanner relatively uncontested. Ikari goes down, and Lynx is alone on the retake in a 1v3 again. It's a different player every time, but it's still a 1v3. I do think they saw Podbot there. Found the kill. Half HP, though. And Utility coming in to fend them off. 25 seconds left. Another nade. That one doesn't catch Lynx. Lynx gonna push up, but Arrival arrives at the corner for their kill. And 8 Basils take the lead. I think for the second time in this series, but they do take the lead and get a little bit closer to wrapping up this series in 2 maps. A-site seems to be playing quick, getting aggressive on defense, catches one out early. Arrival trying to fend it off. And Ikari will catch one. A few more here to defend, though, and the nade comes in. Lynx will catch them with that nade. They swing for the double, but Skyla punishes them for that swing. There's still more defenders here, though. Skyla catches another, looking for the third at A site. Will be denied by NKB, tucked into a very tight corner and being pinched by both ends. Podbot and Arrival swing in to catch a 5-3 lead. For 8 Basils. As we swap sides, and they're 4 rounds away from taking a victory here. And if we do quickly look, we'll go up 5-1 in the regular season. Very likely getting up there into that second place in the NA region, as they're 3rd right now. Vanguard doing a good job of ultimately fighting back against the team that is a little bit higher ranked than them. And the double for Akari. Can they make it a third? Not with that beautiful nade from Seifeld. Perfectly tossed to the head of Akari. There's more where that came from, but not before NKB can do some damage. Toss any nades down the long bottom lane there at B, and with Skyla finding that kill, Seifeld's alone in the 1v2. Gonna look for the first kill on the down low and then find the second up top, but there's two now down at the bottom. I don't think Seifeld does know that, so I doubt they'll be ready for a quick push from Skyla on the short corner. And a nice swing there. 8 Basils grabbing another. Going 3 away from locking in this series. I've seen some good combos in chat. Again, I appreciate you all stopping by and hanging out. Please do hit the subscribe button. Come back for more VAIL action. There's going to be a lot more of it. Get into the meat of map 2. Plenty of nades coming in towards B site. And a nice smoke that is going to force a little bit of a rotation from Akari and Arrival out of that B position. And another good place nade from Seifeld on that spot, catching Akari out. Arrival being heavily suppressed, but eventually gets caught out. NKB on the backside and a nice long range hold there. NKB should be able to push up and get the scanner down behind some cover. But Mad Dog is very much watching and getting punished for it. Skyla is now alone on 8 Basils and Vanguard on the attack. Oh, there's a great head peek from Lynx. Yeah. Finally, Vanguard getting one back on the board. It had been, I think it had been 3 unanswered points there. And into round 11 we go. Seems to be B. Again on the menu. It's been working well for Vanguard. Actually, the only one that's worked for them so far. Makes sense they're going to go back to it. And some nades. Bit of smoke, everything coming in. And a beautiful counter nade from Arrival. Connecting onto Lynx. Ikari shutting down Minotaur. Where is the nade? Up there it was, but a little bit off from Seifeld. They didn't connect with that one. And Ikari is learning as they've dropped back a little bit further, avoiding that early frag toss. A site, however, has gone down. Podbots catches the kill. NKB tries the scan, and look at this, a late tucked-in defense from Skyla. That does do some damage to NKB, but not enough to enable the push towards site. Utility comes flying in. But with Ikari finding that other kill, it's up to NKB on the 1v2. With scanner down, they've got the advantage on the hold. Just a matter of does this team know where they are in Podbot? Oh my, finds a beautiful nade that ends up putting Basils 2 away from the series. Off the back wall there. Their best to catch out a little bit of damage early on the Lynx and team who are rotating. Slowly but surely again towards B. Another good nade this time from Lynx. Not Seifeld. Seifeld has been hitting those nades on Ikari. As Ikari's been consistently holding down this B site, and Seifeld's going to try their hand at another nade towards Ikari, but it doesn't catch him out this time. Battle over short B. Going on. A nice nade there. Pushes back. Arrival does some good damage, and they'll gain that ground. Pushing in, and will catch Arrival with a good nade toss over the top. Defensive holds from the side, and Ikari with a double. 8 Basils. Lock it in, an 8-4 lead. 1 away from taking the series as we go to series point in round 13 on map 2 on Sunna. Cheeky nade coming in there. Unfortunate nade for a minute there. I think they were trying to go over. That would have been a good toss if Ikari had been in their regular position. They will now take up as Skylar catches one. They can't get any over the top there before Minotaur shuts them down, thankfully. Some good smokes denying that vision. A beautiful frag from Scifield. I think that's their 3rd or 4th on the attack today. And they've got control of B site. Scanner can go down. And eventually the duo on A is going to have to rotate Mad Dog and Podbot. Not aware of how poorly it's gone over there at B. Oh. 1v2. Podbot now aware they've lost Mad Dog on the back. I'm guessing the scanner is down here, which is why they're pushing over towards Podbot for this kill. A nice nade that pushes Lynx off. Almost caught him. Podbot stays tucked in and pushes up a little too late. Lynx will find the kill. And Vanguard hanging in there. 5-8. As we go back to series point with 8 Basils trying to lock this thing in on map number 2. Round 14. As Vanguard attack again. And will for the rest of this half until we have a winner. I guess maybe we go to OT. But off of what was a slightly awkward but successful rotation towards A, they do go back to B. I guess they did win control of B off of their last push here. So it makes some sense that they would try again and maybe this time bring the scanner. And look, holding in the tight corner, quick finds the nade. Arrival doesn't have to do much because Mad Dog catches the kills and Arrival cleans things up. It puts NKB alone as they go down, and 8 Basils lock in a map 2 victory. That's the series, going to 8 Basils as well, and there won't be a map 3. Off of a solid 1-2 punch, they are the victors, and their scoreline goes up 5-1 on the regular season. An impressive scoreline for sure, as Vanguard Gaming will go into an even 3-3. And hey, at least they've got their game cast. I can look back and learn a thing or two from the broadcast. And I mean, overall, for me, a stellar first series for me to tune into. So hats off to the squads. It does look like, yeah, I don't think we're going into a third map. They're just gonna, I think, keep playing and messing around. But I mean, check. Yeah, okay. Correct me if I don't think we play a third out. Yeah, I don't think the third matters. It doesn't in the other league, so I'm going to assume it doesn't here, and I'm going to wrap the stream off of that series W there from 8 Basils. But again, what a fun one to tune into. A hard-fought series from Vanguard. Going 9-5 map 1, 9-5 map 2. Let's update those scores. Oops. Oops. We're learning. Hang on. There it is. There we go. And again, a fun one to tune into. 2 maps in quick succession. Sunna going very strongly towards what I felt like was 8 Basils there, and Vanguard having a tough time on that attacking set. But overall, again, happy that everyone else tuned in. Hope you all had a good time. Please do hit that subscribe button. Shout out to everyone that has hung out. But that will be it for me here on the desk. A quick shout out again to our sponsors. Those sponsors include, obviously, AX Labs coming in and supporting the VRML for this season, and with a $10,000 in cash prize pool, as well as flying out the top 2 North American teams to VRML Con July 20th and 21st. Well, they'll play their finals out live on stage, which will be broadcast, obviously, but also you can buy tickets to attend, which there will be all sorts of booths, demos, exclusive merch that you can only get at the con, maybe some skins that can only be gotten at the con. I don't know, okay? There's all sorts of stuff. There's a lot of games, gonna be a lot of demos, so you want to get out to VRML Con if you can. Tickets are on sale right now. We're also supported by HyperX. You're hearing my voice on a Quadcast, Procast S, actually, excuse me. They have fantastic products, long-lasting and durable. I highly recommend HyperX. You can get a discount by using code HXVRML24 at checkout, and that'll get you 10% off any purchase in the North American region. We're also sponsored by ProTube. If you want to help stabilize your aim in any of your favorite shooters, I highly recommend a Pro Tube with the magnetic stock. This is the MagTube version here, but they have all sorts of varieties of their stocks. And you can get a discount right now by using code ILOVEVRML at checkout. So please do that if you are going to pick up a Pro Tube. I think it's 10% off, and we really do appreciate that support that you show to our sponsors. Again, a huge shout out to them for supporting the VRML, and a huge shout out again to AX Labs for supporting the VRML and getting us the client update, and so that we're back into doing casts. So again, keep your eyes peeled on this channel, subscribe, hit the thumbs up button, like the streams. But until next time, my name's been Nightfire with 2 E's. Stay classy. VAIL VRML is brought to you by XLab, Exclaim, Helga, the esports manager, HyperX, ProTube VR, VR Cover,